has built up a sweat. And it's honestly a good thing to do to get warm before your fight.
He hasn't stopped moving since he entered the cage.
Yeah.
There's that jab overhand right. What did I say?
Jab overhand right, Jake. You called that.
He just spams it over and over and over again.
And he looks for the takedown here, like Jamar mentioned. And I really want to see how Jeremiah Scott is going to handle the wrestling. So far, so good. And I jinxed him. Gonna get it taken down. Nice job by James Pfeiffer.
Yeah, it's not like Jeremiah Scott had to worry about this aspect of fighting in his last time out. Of course, that was in bare knuckle. It's an added element here in an MMA cage.
Yeah, no kidding. And if you're Pfeiffer, it's where you want the fight, right? I mean, you want to be here.
Yeah, Jeremiah's in a tough spot right now. He needs to create space, but as soon as he tried to create space, Pfeiffer come down with those hard shots. So he's doing good. Try to swing that arm bar.
Yep.
But I think he needs to set it up a little bit better.
Jeremiah Scott is right in front of his corner here, getting some advice on how he can get back up.
I like this. He's actually, causing damage instead of just sitting there and wait.
Yeah, and we've seen that in some of the pro fights tonight.
That's what I always hate about like certain grapplers that just hold the position and don't cause damage. It's just like it's a waste of time. I mean, obviously, if they can hold you there, I mean, that's your problem, but I just like to see someone try to finish and actually work.
Jamar, as a fighter, how important is it with like Jeremiah Scott right now to be able to be in your corner and kind of hear your corner during these fights?
Oh,
there's an armbar.
Armbar attempts. You don't want to panic if you're James Pfeiffer.
But to answer your question, it's pretty important because it's hard to hear when you're across the cage, especially with the crowd yelling.
Yeah.
And then adrenaline, and sometimes you can't hear anyway because you're so focused on trying to improve position or stay safe.
It's a bigger crowd we have on hand here at Canton Civic Center.
Absolutely.
Pfeiffer's getting a little too wild with those body shots. He's going to end up getting caught in the triangle. Needs to keep him tighter. Don't fight the hand. Stop throwing the punches from there because he's going to get on.
He's going to get you again, yep. Yeah, Jeremiah Scott definitely doing a lot better on the ground than I would have expected, especially versus a guy like James.
I think now is the time that Jeremiah needs to create the space and try to work up, or at least feet in the hips to try to swing the arm bar or something, or attack a leg, sweep him.
Constant pressure, constant shots by James.
Yeah, and credit to James. To your point, Jamar, earlier, he's not just content staying in this position and grinding on him. He's landing strikes throughout being on top.
Yeah. But I do think he needs to be a little more careful, especially with those hooks to the body because they're getting a little open. And Jeremiah can shoot his knee up, trap the arm, and transition to triangle, arm bar, or even get up.
Trying for a...
Oh, that's tight.
That looks tight, yeah.
That's tight.
He gets out of it.
That seemed awfully close. His corner was very excited about that.
Yeah. That was tight. I seen a little bit of panic in his body.
Yeah, James not really threatening the submissions, but just doing such a good job of keeping control and just threatening positions and ground and pound.
I think he's trying to cause damage and prove a point because of whatever happened yesterday. I didn't get to see it myself.
Yeah, maybe saying, hey, dude, guess what? Fights are on the ground, too. I don't know. I have no idea what's going through these guys' heads. 10 seconds left in the round. he was losing, he got knocked down, and he came back and had a devastating knockout. Maybe he's feeling the same right now.
No surprise to see a shot here, but good sprawl.
That was
Great
a nice
sprawl. And he's got the head.
It looked like he was in deep, so that was a nice sprawl. Elbow off the break would be great for either one of them.
Surprised he's entertaining this clinch position.
Now Scott going to put James's back to the cage here.
To James' credit, he's been through a lot of tough fights, so
Yeah.
I think that will help him out a lot too. Well, obviously Jeremiah has too, with 18 pro fights and 18 pro MMA fights.
Way to switch that. Lost my view.
16.
Takedown by James.
Jeremiah wasn't able to get on the feet the first time. Let's see how long he stays on the ground in the second round with just under 4 minutes left to go.
I would like to see Pfeiffer start to try to pass, go to half guard or something. Cause
I agree.
A little bit more damage. I think he's a little too content here, which is working for him, but he keeps getting caught in that guillotine. And then it's giving Jeremiah a little bit too much. Ooh. Looks like Pfeiffer's cut. I don't know if that's from the nose or a cut, but it's blood running down Jeremiah's back and lat.
Yeah, I see that.
And would you have been surprised if I said blood was going to be involved in this affair between Jeremiah Scott and
Not
James
at all.
Pfeiffer?
There's already bad blood before the fight. Now we're seeing physical blood in the cage. Here's Scott's chance if he can back up against the cage.
Yeah, maybe push off the hips.
Yeah.
And this is Pfeiffer's bread and butter. All of his 5 wins in his pro career have come via decision. Has yet to knock anyone out. Has yet to submit anybody. I think he's comfortable being here. We saw more activity in the first round on top. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of that with half of the round to go.
Armbar.
See, and that's where he's getting in trouble. He needs to stack him more. He's extending, and that's what's going to get his arm.
Oh.
Man, that's that. Oh, James just got it out. That was close.
He's very flexible.
Yeah.
For sure.
He was grimacing pretty hard there. I'm surprised that didn't finish the fight.
I heard snap him from the corner.
Yeah, snap his arm. Snap his arm.
I want to see him posture up and get his right arm back in and return to full. Yeah, there you go.
It looks like James is cut right below, above the left eye.
And give credit to Jeremiah Scott, been taken down in both the first and second round, but has had some serious chances at submissions in both rounds.
Yeah, I will say, out of all the pros and amateurs we've seen tonight, the most submission threats from the back have been from Jeremiah Scott so far tonight.
Not something you would expect out of a guy who just came off a BKFC win.
Yeah, and why it looks really good, that last one especially, if it's a defensive attempt, those don't get you points in these fights. Well, at least you would think they don't, but
Depends on the judge. That one judge may see it a different way.
Pfeiffer just does such an incredible job of keeping the fight in his pace, keeping it in his control.
I just want to see Pfeiffer, advance position and cause more damage there.
Yeah, he's had this position for well over 4 minutes at this point.
I give him credit for, playing the fight game smart, taking all these decision wins. But you almost wonder, hey, when there's a chance to finish the fight, maybe you do risk it a little,
And I want to see Jeremiah start trying to work up. Right now, Jeremiah is content with trying to get the submissions.
Yeah, that was good work there from Jeremiah.
That's exactly what he needs to do. Anytime he could get up or create space, that's what he needs to do.
I wouldn't mind seeing an elbow here.
Yeah, elbow is on the break every time.
Oh, and there was a spinning elbow attempt.
Jeremiah in space is the most dangerous Jeremiah.
Pfeiffer looks a little tired.
He's going to make it close, let alone 5 minutes here in the third round.
There he comes out.
Wow!
I think that's exactly what Jeremiah needed. Now, Pfeiffer is getting a little upset. Now I think he's going to make a mistake.
I'm surprised Scott entertained the clinch there. His corner's even yelling at him to separate. I think he's more dangerous at a distance, and once again, we're back in this position, and the crowd doesn't like it here at the Canton Civic Center.
No. Scott doing a good job at fighting those hands, though.
He needs to start
you just want to see him
that head down. Push.
Yep.
You need to push on that head hard. I think he's too content trying to go for a submission.
This guillotine, yeah.
See if he, jumping the guillotine.
Oh, wow.
He does have a win like this.
I just say he might have shut me up right there.
And this is where he's been dangerous.
You want to see Scott stay at range here, see what damage he can inflict on Pfeiffer.
Yeah, because Pfeiffer looks like he's exhausted. So,
Jake, what are we going to see Pfeiffer spam here besides that takedown?
It's going to be that jab and overhand right, but again, that was a good sprawl there. Now he's taking his back.
Takes the back. Yeah, James looks tired.
I think there's a lot to be said about James' cardio coming into this third round.
Yeah. I'm surprised, and I shouldn't be, but Jeremiah does not seem tired at all.
Inside, now
gets that back again. And he's in great position right now.
We know Jeremiah Scott is a knockout artist, also has 4 submissions on his pro MMA record.
Right.
He can wrap up a submission here.
Yeah, he could.
It's what he's targeting.
It looks like that might be in.
He's got the boots in. He's trying to get the arm under.
And there's the tap.
There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John McGinnis calls a stop to the action at 1 minute and 51 seconds of the third round, declaring your winner by rear naked choke submission,